Greetings all, Frog here. Let's play some Factorio efficiently. Okay, before I forget, let's get the science rolling because I would really like to have railways. We're going to need it for the copper. So this gives me the 50 I need for that, and then I need 20 more. Which would get me up to the 70 requisite for this thing. We can at least get that going. So now green will be moving. It's almost like this thing is prioritizing moving them to the other side. It's very strange how it does that. Well, whatever, I guess. Give these, put them in the box. So what we're going to test today, too, is I'm not going to reset this system. Well, I'm going to have to because I'm building this fresh. Curses. What I wanted to test is if I added an order, if it'll start making the new order. But no, actually, because these won't reset. So every order has to reset for those. Unless I build a separate reset switch for them. Which I suppose I could do. Do a raw resource switch. And then a main computer switch. I could do that. We'll get to that in a moment. I can only make one? Because I need more steel. Sure. That makes sense to me. Alrighty. So, it's time to go to work, right? First off, let's build a set reset switch. I'm having a heart attack. I don't want to screw that up. I just had one of those moments. You ever have one of those moments where you know it's shift right click, but you're not sure? I had one of those moments. Okay, so input here goes to output here. Input here goes to output here. Copy, paste. Okay, I was right. I mean, but it was one of those things, right? Okay, good. That got lucky, because that could have easily shorted that out. We'd have had to reset it. But that worked fine. Alright, so that's our latch. This is going to be... we need to output B. Let me just take a look at this here. Make sure we're doing everything hunky-dory. We need to... Yeah, that's everything is greater than 0. Then B. If everything is greater than 0, then output B. And this will be if alpha equals Bravo. Output alpha. Alrighty. You're going to do the maths. That's right, we need 2 more of them. So we'll just put them right here. Because why not? And we'll go down the row. So this is going to take the number of bullets that are coming in. We're going to multiply that by 5. We're going to output that as iron plate. Then we're going to take the number of bullets, I'm lazy, coming in, multiply that by 1. I know it really only saves me 2 clicks, but hey, that's 2 clicks. Multiply by 1. Alright, so that gets me that. Now, this is going to take the number of copper cables. That's going to take the number of steel. And they're not cables, I know. And we're going to output the dummy signal A. Same thing here. We're going to output the dummy signal A. This will be copper, this will be steel. Okay, I'm telling you this so I'm partially on my mind. What we've got to do is the chests have to come into the input of our decider. Goes in like that, and like that. Okay, so we're throwing the chests in to get that. These two are going to be focused off of the reset switch, so the output of the set part goes into there. And then if A alpha equals 1, then we work. So that gets me that. Now these bad boys, they're each going to be controlled here. So the copper cable, the output from here goes into here. Okay. The output from here goes into here. And I am trying, hopefully you can follow what I'm doing, because I'm trying to talk my way through this. Copy that over here. This is going to be steel. and this is copper. So that way, because I know I'm making this tight. I get that. If you want a tutorial about how these absolutely work, go check out Negative Root. He's linked in the description. And it's all spaced out, and you can see plenty of space. So we've got that going. So the outputs go in from there to there. That goes into here. Inputs, great. So the other thing that we need is these two inputs need to come into here. So that way we know what we're dealing with. So the output of this comes into the input of this, and same with that. And I need a whole bunch of wire. And apparently those guys. I don't need those guys. Alright, we're going to wait until it comes down here and then stop it. Stop! Okay, got it. I hope I got it. Nope, I missed it. Stop! Stop! Alright, cool. I got it. I'm going to end up with extra cable, but I think I got it there. I didn't. We'll end up with extra copper, so be it. Okay, where are we? Okay, so these have been hooked up now. Then the output of this is going to come into the input of this. The output of this comes into the input of this. Okay, so that creates our dummy signal. So this gets us what we need. That goes into there to create a dummy signal. The output of the dummy signal goes into this, and also our combinator, which is what we have to do. Which is not what we have to do. That's the wrong spot. Curses. The output of these has to go into the comparator, because that's what we get for our alpha signal. And the output of this goes into the input of that as well. Alright, and then these bad boys, the chests, do come into here as our input. Alright, so everything comes into this, creates B, then beta comes into here, alpha comes from those two guys, that compares alpha and beta. And the output of this controls the set reset switch. No, it's that's why we had the schematic, right? I need to do this like every episode so I don't get confused. Yeah, it goes into the reset switch. So, set goes into there, and the output of both of those goes into there, which is right. Then the reset switch, yeah, so the output of this goes into the input of the reset part of the reset switch. Then the main reset switch goes into the input part of this. And this should be done. That should be everything. Hunky-dory. We'll find out because I'm going to order some. Alright, I would like, please, 100? 200? I want 200 ammo. It's going to be 1,000 copper. Can we afford to use that much copper? Yeah. Probably not. Honestly, probably not. This is probably a horrible idea. And then I needed to have done that after. Crap. Because now the steel's not going to get in there. Well, we're just going to put the steel in here. So I wanted 200 of these. Is that right? What's coming through the network? Yep, 200. So we're just going to have to put 200 steel into here. Here. I have all my steel. Why are you putting stuff in already? Shoot. Why are you outputting one right now? Give me this. Give me this. Give me this. Why didn't you get reset? I mean, that's right. Right? Yeah. Why didn't you get reset? Oh, hell. Did you get reset now? Nope. You should have received an A=1 signal pulse to the input. I mean, forget all this. I don't even care if this is working right yet. It is. But forget all this. Like, the RS latch didn't work. Is this not connected? No, it's connected. That green wire is definitely that green wire condition, so that's definitely the set reset master switch. It should be coming in right now. It definitely pulsed. So why didn't you reset? Well, I can force it, I suppose. Oh, that's what happened. Alright, cool. That's outputting 1. The output of this has to go to those 2 inputs, which is fine. Input here, here, here. I mean, no. Crap. Crap on toast. Well, it doesn't matter if those get the inputs. Here, here, here. Times alpha times alpha. And we want input for that, so we got to redo all 4 of these. Perfect! That's exactly what I was hoping for, actually. The SR switch is at least doing the correct thing. It is in this correct state right now. It will be set to load, so that's perfectly fine. Alrighty, start over. Ready? Okay. Copy that over. Times 5 to give us the copper output. This is going to take the copper input. And it didn't copy anyway, so, you know, Bob's your uncle. Times 1. That's going to give us the steel output. That's our steel input. Multiply it by dummy signal alpha. Output alpha. There we go. Dummy signal alpha. Output alpha. There you go. Alright. Now, this one needs to go into this. So the output of this is going to go to the inputs of this. So input to output. Okay? Beautiful. Wonderful thing. So it's getting input signal 1. It's multiplying it by 0 right now, which is perfectly fine. The output of these needs to go to the corresponding input of those. Okay? Output of that goes to the input of that. Are we on board? We're on board. Now what we have to do is get the total number of this from the network. So the network has to go into the input of both of these. Like so. Now we're outputting 1,000. We're outputting 200. We've got 200. We've got 1,000. These things are receiving nothing because the outputs of these now need to go into here and here. And then to make our comparison, they have to go into the input of our comparator. So this is receiving 1.2 in. Bob's your uncle. Okay, so now I should be able to put all these in here. Nothing's going to happen. It does get 192 as their input signal. It's not outputting anything because I didn't set anything up for that yet. If everything is greater than 0, output beta. And it's outputting B 192, and now we're comparing the two. So I need to go get more steel, and then we're done. That's annoying. Give me more steel. 2 stacks, whatever, 3 stacks, I don't care. Steel. Must have more steel. More. Mine. And then let's speed some things around here, right? So how much is in here now? About 400? How much is in here now? Good. So it'll be done in a much more timely fashion. We need 8 more. We need 8 more. Okay. Okay, we need 8 more. That's 98, 99, 200. 200 is what we need. But it won't reset until it gets all the copper that it needs. Good. Fantastic. And there it goes. Now I could take all the rest of that. It won't care. I could put it into, I could put, what, 1,000 into here, less whatever it's picking up. So we're going to let it pick up everything. And then we're going to just put 1,000 in the box because I can. So give me that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's going to give me some ammo, which is good. So toss the ammo out onto a conveyor belt. And away we go. Ammo. You, sir, are going to pick up ammo. Thank you. Bob's your uncle. So when that's done, we're going to strike out and stake a claim for copper. So we'll actually be fighting some biters because we need our copper. Darn it. Alright, what's wrong with the science? Why was there nowhere near enough red? How much are we short? We have no red in there? So that's 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So there's like 20 more to go? That's madness. Oh, it needs twice as much. There's 70 more to go. Aha. Okay. We can handle that. That's what happens when you don't read the recipe. $100. And then we'll go down to 50 of these left. And we'll be good to go. Done. Alright, well there you go. For once green was done first. It's like, what the heck's going on? That can't possibly be correct. Well, it is if you don't read the recipe. Ammo is being loaded. Yes. Yes. Give me much ammos. Take a long time. 3,000 seconds. No, 600 seconds. It's 10 minutes. Oh, good God. Well, we're not going to wait for it, that's for sure. We're going to do other things as we wait. Like try and fix up the rest of the factory. Alright, so this is for that, that's for that. I don't really need a bunch of those. That's probably why I haven't hooked that up yet. It would be nice to be able to order some wire. So we need to hook up wire, but we're not doing it yet because of that. Right. Because we need to get that mined out. I kind of feel like if it only weren't for all those wires. Well, I could do it this way. We can rotate this up. Get this out of there. Right? Get that out. We go underground. Like so. Oh, that was silly. So that's done. And we do this. That's there. And if I had another miner, which, you know, might as well. And I could mine this out even faster. Which would be good. There you go. How's the power doing? Power's still okay. Let's go ahead and check in on our stone. Well, you know, in order to do that, we'd have to walk around the power plant. That's what happens when you look away from your monitor for a moment. We have no turret defense anywhere in our system. Oh, we're out of fuel. Luckily for you, I have more fuel. 992 more expected. That's perfectly fine. We need a lot of wall. We're going to have to start keeping stone as well. But for now, we will continue to create wall out of it. 53 will not be enough for our forward base. And we're still making red science. Is that... Oh my goodness. That's just a tree. There's no wall there. That could have been disastrous. So, let's put some turrets up here since we have no other defenses in case they come at this way. we'll be good to go. That's certainly not going to be enough, but, you know, that's something. It's a minimal amount right now just to have something there. I mean, it doesn't look like our pollution is affecting anybody yet. That's the scariest part. I think what we're going to want to do is get out to here, take a train, just do one train line, one very simple line, back and forth. So into the wall here, and then do a little outpost here. Just that much. So we're probably going to need about 200 walls, my guess. I can't make gates yet, though. So I'm going to have to research gates after railway, which I can do. It's 100 of each. Wow. Alright, well, we can get that started. So I'm going to need 150 gears. So we can get that going. I'm going to need 100 of these bad boys as well. Alright, don't craft anything right now that needs circuits. Yeah, that's sort of the problem I was afraid of. Let's do a load balance. Well, that requires circuits, so let's get all that done. Then we will do a load balancer here, like, just to get things moving faster. Whee! Go, ammo, go! It's gonna take a long time. It's almost halfway, so we should almost have 500. I mean, 100, because I ordered 200 of these, right? Yeah. We should almost have 100. Wow. Awesome. That's what we've got for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel to stay updated on everything as it happens. And until next time, cheers.